Five Friday feedback, viewer mailbag time. One of our favorite times of the week. Subject line, what do we got? A young professional, 22, looking for a better credit card to utilize for better rewards and benefits.
I love it. It's on topic.
It's very on topic. Alrighty, let's do this. Alright. Howdy, Fi guys. And I have to say for the audience,
no one's ever said howdy,
no
by
one's
the way.
ever said howdy. It's always hey. And I translate it to howdy.
Yep.
So,
just to make sure that that's clear, it has never said howdy. Every time he does that, it kills me a little bit inside.
Does it really?
No, I don't care.
Because I'll read this and I'll
I know. I know you do it.
I'll interchange some stuff and just make it more.
But the first time you did it, I was like, that does not say howdy.
That's not what it says. I don't know. You got a different script over here. Howdy, Fi guys. I hope you both are doing well. We're doing pretty good.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm reaching out to you as I navigate the world of credit cards and financial planning.
I can help you with that.
Perfect. I have a bit of a unique situation, as they usually do, and would greatly appreciate our insights. Back in January of 2020, I opened a bank account. I opened a Bank of America customized cash reward Platinum Plus card. Good Lord,
It's a long
credit card. I think I have the same one with a $6,200 limit.
Okay.
I believe that I only have the platinum status because my account is linked to my parents, as I don't meet the income requirements.
Okay.
Over the years, this card has become my go-to for everyday expenses thanks to its tailored cashback rewards. Recently, in March of 2023, I found myself at a Nordstrom's checkout counter where the charm of the cute cashier led me to open a Nordstrom's credit card with $8,000 limit.
Not thinking with your brain. Okay, I got that.
Gotcha.
Been there.
Okay. Yep. I don't use this card very often. It's more of a whimsical addition to my financial portfolio, secretly tucked away in my fire safe.
I like how normally people will say a financial portfolio is like your investments.
Yes.
This guy's like, my credit cards
Yeah.
are part of it.
I thought that was so funny.
That's pretty cool. That's cool. No, I'm not. It's not like mean. It's just cool.
It's cool. It's cool. It's not a dig. It's cool.
Because it really can be an asset if you leverage it the right way.
Yeah. Damn. I'm just gonna start putting stuff in the portfolio.
Yeah.
As of now, my FICO score is a solid 770. That is very good.
Nice.
My oldest account has been active for 3 years and 11 months with an annual income of $65,000. I've been tracking my expenses for the past year and a half and comfortably managing my expenses, which include $800 a month for rent, $400 for dining, $200 for groceries, $100 for gas, and about $600 for miscellaneous purchases. Despite my financial comfort, thanks to a lack of debt and a healthy savings routine, I am considering exploring additional credit card options. The goal is to maximize rewards, possibly in the form of travel points, and in the long run enhance my credit score. Given my current status as a 1 of 24 in the Chase 5 of 24 lineup, remember we talked about that, if you guys don't remember, 5 credit cards and then opening 5 credit cards in 24 months, I'm looking for a recommendation for my next card. I've identified a specific one. I have not identified a specific one yet, though it would be smart to seek advice from you two as you have more experience in this area. I am open to tailoring my spending habits to the benefits of a particular card or opening up a general purpose card. I would be incredibly grateful for any insights or recommendations you have. Your expertise in this matter would go a long way in helping me make an informed decision as I embark on this next chapter of my financial journey. Sincerely, an inspiring and aspiring financial wizard on a credit card spree, hoping to turn plastic into travel perks with glee.
All right, financial wizard.
I love it. This is a cool person.
Man, you came to the right place.
Financial wizard.
He's a financial wizard. He's got a portfolio of plastic. I like it. That's awesome, man. Really, really good job. I really love the diversity that we have in our audience. In that we've had some people who are really getting started. Yeah. We have people like this young man who is he's winning the game. He's doing really, really well. 22 years old. He's got a great credit score. He's got a good income. It looks like he's living below his means.
Yeah.
He's doing everything right. And sometimes I think these people are atypical because they're not just the average person. If you're listening to a financial podcast like ours and you're taking the time to write in, there is some selection bias in that you're probably a little bit ahead of the game.
Yeah, that's not a normal thing to do.
Yeah, it's not a normal thing to do. I certainly didn't do that when I was younger.
No. But it's a good thing.
No, it's an amazing thing. You know, what he's doing right now, he's spending he's making $65,000 a year, and it's so easy for young people especially to spend all of their money and more in order to keep up with their friends and what society and what social media shows them to be the right way of living. You know, I really think you've said it before, but comparison is the thief of joy. And unfortunately, when people seek to get more and more and more, you know, you just end up getting less and less, or feeling less rewarded for everything that you get.
Yeah, you feel dead inside.
Yeah, it's
not a good.
It's a weird dichotomy, right?
Yeah, it really is.
You're trying to search for more. So this young man is making $65,000 a year. That's a very round number, so I'm going to assume that's before taxes. So here in Arizona, I don't know what part of the country you live in, your taxes, since you're a single individual, is going to be around $13,796. So that means that your net pay, what you're taking home, is $51,205, right? Ish a year. So what that equates to is $4,267 a month. Based on what you said, between your rent, your groceries, your miscellaneous, all that stuff, you're only spending $2,100 in expenses.
It's good.
Dude, that is awesome. That means that your savings rate, if you actually are saving this money, is $2,167, meaning you have over a 50% savings rate. That is like the driver to FI. You're going to hit it in less than 13 years, I think, if I'm correct there. I don't remember the math. I'll have to look that up.
So keep those expenses low.
Yeah, dude, keep those expenses low. Like, focus, I always say this, focus on what you have rather than what you don't have. Be grateful for what you have rather than grateful for what you don't have, and you're just going to live an amazing life. And also, before we get into like which credit card I'm going to tell you specifically, I also want to say like good job on your credit score. A 770 for your age, and you have an old credit of, so that means when you were 18 years old, you got your first credit card. So I know a lot of your credit score has to do with your parents co-signing and stuff, and that's awesome. My recommendation for that credit card is never close that credit card. Ask your parents if they're cool with you like staying on it or like de-linking it from your parents. And the reason for that is one of the biggest aspects of your credit score outside of your payment history is your length of credit or your credit history. If you cancel that card just because like you don't want it anymore, that the longest, which currently is around 4 years, will go away. And now it's only going to be the Nordstrom's one, which doesn't sound like you even want to keep that open. I don't know.
No.
You should spend on that at least once a year. Like, I don't know, buy a donut on it or something like that. At least once a year to keep that active. If you want to keep it, if not, go ahead and cancel it. So while Dom was reading that, I went ahead and pulled up 5 cards that we're going to talk about. We're going to kind of talk through why I like certain cards, why I don't. So one thing you said is that you really want to work on maybe using it for travel rewards. That's my game. So that's what I use all my credit cards for, is travel rewards. I have a cashback card, never use it. I do have a USAA card that gives me 5% back on gas. I use that one.
Yeah.
Because 5% on back on gas that's
nice.
That's a good deal. Yeah. Okay. So first credit card that I typically recommend to people when they're getting started in travel rewards is the Chase Sapphire Preferred card. The reason I like this card is that it only has a low annual fee of $95. Right now, it has an annual bonus of, or an intro offer bonus of 60,000 points. And the way you get that 60,000 points is by spending $4,000 in the first 3 months of spend. Based off what you said here,
you could just put his expenses on it for 2 months.
Well, not his. I doubt he could put his rent, unless his landlord is like really cool and is going to accept your credit card. But outside of your rent, you have $1,300 a month. So over 3 months, that's $3,900. Just spend an extra $100 and you got it.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can do something. It's the holiday season. I'm sure you're going to be spending some extras. But that's 60,000 points. I roughly equate the Chase Sapphire Ultimate Rewards points at 2 cents per point. So meaning that each point I have is worth 2 cents. So that 60,000 points is worth $1,200 in value to me.
Bingo.
That's how I would use that.
Yeah.
For that credit card, you get 5 times the points on travel, because you said you might want to tailor your purchases. That travel is only booked through the Chase Ultimate Rewards portal. Earlier you asked me, do I have any ways of hacking hotels? This is one of the ways.
Ooh.
You also get 3 times the points on dining, which is huge, and then 2 times on all other purchases or all other travel purchases. And then it's 1 point for everything else. So like going to Target or whatever, it's 1 point. So that's a really good offer. And it's a really good card. Every so often the intro offer changes. So 60,000 is really the lower end. Normally during the winter time, they don't do anything. I find between March, April, May is when they usually are giving some of the best offers, because that's when spending usually curtails after the holiday season and right before the summertime. People aren't spending as much during the summer. During the winter, people are spending, so they don't have to offer as much to get people in the door. So that's a good card to start with. Next good card for non-bonus spending. So if you just want to like have like an all-around card that you can use, I recommend the Capital One Venture Rewards credit card. This one again only has a $95 annual fee, and right now their intro offer is $75,000 for $4,000 in the first 3 months. With Capital One, they're not as good as Chase points are, but they inside their own ecosystem, they work really, really well. So that 75,000 points I would equate to being around $1,300 to $1,400 in value.
Okay.
So really good there. You get 5 times points for hotels and rental cars booked through Capital One, and then 2 times points on everything else.
Nice.
So it's very nice to get the 2 times points on anything that you book.
That's sweet. God, that's sweet. I'm gonna have to save that one for later.
So that's a good one. The next one, you didn't mention a business, but I would definitely recommend this one if maybe you can start a side hustle or something like that, man. The Inc. Business Preferred Credit Card. This is the credit card that I recently got and other people in my life have gotten. So the intro offer for this one is actually huge. It's 100,000 points. This one has an annual fee of $95. The only thing with this one is, first off, it's a business card. So first you have to go through the business thing. The other thing that's a little bit of a drawback on this one is the annual or the spend limit is $8,000 rather than $4,000. So double the price, but you also get double the points. For this one, it is 3 times the point on your first 150,000 spent through travel. So 3 times points on travel, and then 1 point for everything else. So not a very great spending card, but that 100,000 points is worth $2,000 in value.
Bingo.
So that's really, really good.
Solid.
Next one I would recommend, this is a card that I love. This is my forever card. I don't think I'm ever going to get rid of it. Is the Capital One Venture X card. This one is a little bit more expensive. It's $400 a year, $395. But this one gets you 10 times points on any hotels, rental cars, or flights booked through the Capital One portal. So you book $10,000, you get 100,000 points. That 100,000 points is worth like $1,500 to $1,600.
Okay.
So it's a good deal. You're basically getting like 15% cash back whenever you use that card. You also get 5 times points on flights booked through it, and then 2 times points on everything else.
Interesting.
Another good thing about about this card, the reason it's my forever card, every year renewal, you get 10,000 points deposited into your account, which is equivalent to $100 in value.
Okay.
And you get $300 in statement credits every year for travel booked through their portal.
Nice.
So basically, the card pays you $5 a year.
That's sweet.
Yeah, given that you use all of the things.
Use the perks, yeah.
And I do. Final one I'm going to throw out there. This is more for someone like yourself who said you don't mind curtailing your spending. Right now, you said you're spending around, I don't remember, was it $200 a month in groceries? Was that right?
I think that sounds right.
Yeah, $200 a month in groceries, and you're also spending $400 in dining out, and then you're also $600 in miscellaneous expenses. I don't know what that is. Maybe that's also eating out and doing some fun stuff. But the Amex Gold Card has a $250 annual fee. Right now, it's also offering a $60,000 bonus if you spend $6,000 in the first 6 months. Okay. So it's only $1,000 a month. You'll be able to hit that really quick with your spending. But that $60,000, again, just like Chase, I value that at 2 cents per point. So that's a $1,200 value. With this one, the really nice thing about this one, 4 times points on all restaurants and takeout and delivery.
Yeah.
4 times points on all U.S. supermarkets. 3 times points on booking directly through any airline that is a partner of Amex.
Perfect.
So this one's going to be like just a really all-around good spending category.
I like that
because of how much it fits into things.
Yeah.
And right now, this one is $250, but as of February 1st of 2024, they're going to be increasing the price to $375, so you can actually lock in this lower rate for another year before it basically doubles here in the next few months.
Nice.
There are a bunch of other credit cards, but I don't want to go through every single one on the list. But those 5 are a really good place to start. If I overwhelmed you, Chase Sapphire Preferred, the $95 one is the way to go, I think.
Yeah, that's a solid card.
Yeah, that's a solid card. That was the one that I really started with and set me down the path of all this stuff. And please remember, I don't think this is going to be an issue for you, but you have to have good financial habits when you're using a credit card and doing credit card rewards. No amount of points is worth paying 25 to 30% interest on bad financial habits. So make sure you're spending money that you were already going to be spending. And if you are going above and beyond, go back and listen to episode 2. I talked about ways to meet minimum spends that aren't going to break the bank. And then keep up the great work. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me, chris@monzonwealth.com. You can also reach out in the comments. I'd be happy to kind of point you in the right direction if you want a little bit more tailored of a solution to what you normally spend on, because $600 in miscellaneous, I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
So maybe we could do some more tailoring for what's going to be more right for you specifically, but broad strokes, that's going to be the way to go. And keep up the good work, man. If you continue to keep your expenses low, dude, you could be at 5 by the time you're, 30, like mid-30s. Mid-30s.
Yeah.
In the mid-30s.
35? You said he was 22?
So he was 22. I'm going to have to assume
In
he probably
13
started
years.
a while ago.
So,
Yeah.
25.
Good for him.
35, yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
be that young again.
That's awesome.